Can I have Detective Thomas Sherman come to the stage, please? So these special awards, these are known as our yearly awards that officers, supervisors, and dispatchers and special officers are nominated by their peers. And it's brought before the awards committee or the command staff in the case of the supervisors. And the officers are recognized for the performance. The employees are recognized for the performance throughout the year. So this year's Officer of the Year award is awarded to Detective Thomas Sherman. Give you a little bit about Tom. Prior to becoming a police officer, Detective Sherman served with the United States Marine Corps. He served in active duty from 2007 to 2011, including 2 combat tours in Afghanistan and serving in the reserves thereafter. He was awarded numerous awards in the United States Marine Corps, including the Navy and Marine Corps Achievement Medal with Valor and the Combat Action Ribbon for his actions during combat. He was hired as a Gloucester Township Police Officer on July 14, 2014. He's been assigned as a patrol officer and a member of our Operations Response Unit. Detective Sherman was assigned as a member of the Special Response Team, our SWAT unit, on September 12, 2016. He was named the team leader of the Special Response Team in 2020. Was assigned as a detective just about a month ago, a little over a month ago, on April 2nd, 2023, and currently serves in our Criminal Investigations Unit. His current commendations include a bravery citation, 2 life-saving awards, 4 distinguished unit citations, and 7 outstanding police work letters. He was previously nominated for Police Officer of the Year in 2016, and Detective Sherman was nominated for Police Officer of the Year by several of his police supervisors. One of those nominations was by Detective Sergeant Aedan, who said in his nomination, "Patrolman Sherman is without a doubt a clear leader within his unit. He is recognized by his peers as someone who always has time to communicate, share, and explain tactics and investigative insights to fellow officers. Detective Sherman is also a member of our training cadre. Detective Sherman is a very well-respected officer. He is a good family man, and he is a model of what the Gloucester Township Police Department Officer of the Year is. And he's joined tonight with his wife Amanda, his children Elizabeth and Tommy, his parents Tom and Eileen, and his mother and father-in-law Kimberly and Darren. I'd like to present the Officer of the Year award to Detective Thomas Sherman. I'd ask Sergeant Nicholas Katz to come to the stage. Supervisor of the Year is chosen amongst the command staff, the captains, deputy chief, and myself. And we received nominations for this from supervisors. This is one of the most difficult awards that we have to decide because the other nominees that we get, it's very difficult because we have such excellent supervision, lieutenants and sergeants in our police department. And so it's truly an honor to receive this award. A little bit about Sergeant Katz. He was hired September 13, 2004. He's a graduate of the Camden County College Police Academy, class number 44. He has served as a patrol officer and has served as both a field training officer and a shift investigator. Sergeant Katz was promoted to Sergeant of Police on June 1st, 2015. He has been assigned as a Deputy Platoon Commander and an Operations Executive Officer. On July 16, 2018, he was assigned as the Support Services Bureau Commander and commands our Communications Center, the Incident Management Team, and the Police Records Bureau. He was one of our first drone UAV pilots and has been integral in the success of this program. He has received the following commendations: 8 distinguished unit citations and 13 outstanding police work letters. He was nominated by multiple officers and dispatchers who said of Sergeant Katz, "The way Sergeant Katz takes care of his dispatchers, not only as a supervisor, but also as if we are one big family, says a lot about him as a boss, but also as an individual." Sergeant Katz played a crucial role in achieving the accreditation of our Communications Center, which he was just awarded for from the New Jersey State Association of Chiefs of Police. Sergeant Katz is a trusted and valued member of my staff, and he's joined tonight by his wife Angela, their sons Nicholas and Joseph, their daughter Stephanie, and his parents Ann and Steve. I'd like to present this year's Supervisor of the Year, Sergeant Nicholas Katz. I ask telecommunicator Kharen to please come forward. At the Gloucester Township Police Department, we are very privileged to have our own telecommunications center. This comes with the support of our mayor, council, and we have some of the best employees. They become part of the family. They are constantly the voice on the radio, constantly looking after the officers, so this is a great award for Kharen. Kharen was hired as a telecommunicator with the Gloucester Township Police Department on June 29, 1998. Telecommunicator Hans has earned 2 outstanding police work letters and 1 distinguished unit citation. She was previously named Dispatcher of the Year in 2011. She was nominated this year by Lieutenant Jason Fretz and endorsed by Sergeant Katz. Lieutenant Fretz stated, "Telecommunicator Hans is a pleasant, responsible, and respectful person. She conducts herself with a high level of professionalism. She handles various calls that come into dispatch with poise, compassion, and a high degree of attentiveness. She handles stress effectively and is able to gather as much pertinent information as possible to relate to officers and supervisors in the field." Kharen is one of the most experienced, steady, and respected dispatchers that we have. I think she's gone through probably 3 dispatch system changes, and she has been steady throughout that. She is the utmost professional. When the officers know that Kharen's working, they know that they're going to be looked after. The calls are going to come in a steady way, in a good way, and keeping accountability and checking on them. So she also takes her role very, very seriously. She's an important member of the Gloucester Township Police family. She's joined tonight by her mother Alma and her brother Dennis. I'd like to present the Telecommunicator of the Year for the Gloucester Township Police Department, Kharen. I ask Special Officer Aedan LaBarr to come forward. Some of the unsung heroes of the Gloucester Township Police Department are our special law enforcement officers. These are part-time officers who fulfill necessary support tasks on a daily basis. We're very proud of our special law enforcement officer program. Many of our officers these special officers are looking for further commitment to law enforcement. In fact, I believe 7 of our current Police Academy recruits were previously Class 1 special law enforcement officers and have moved on to full-time positions. We'll be graduating on June 8th. We are very proud of the work that our special law enforcement officers and the amount of time and effort they do to free up officers, full-time officers, to accomplish other missions. Class 1 Special Law Enforcement Officer Aedan LaBarr was hired as a Class 1 Special Officer with the Gloucester Township Police Department on April 13, 2021. He's a resident of Gloucester Township and graduated from Island Regional High School in 2018. He regularly volunteers his time to assist in large-scale special response team drills and other training exercises, and he's been commended and received letters for his teamwork. Special Officer LaBarr received an impressive 5 letters of nomination this year for this award, including from 3 lieutenants and 2 sergeants. Their praise of his work performance included: SLEO LaBarr's dedication to his position can always be counted on. Another one said, he is the first to volunteer for assignments, including covering short shifts. Another comment made was, he takes pride in his work and maintains a positive attitude with fellow officers in this department. And also, SLEO LaBarr puts forth a professional image, is quick to ask if he can assist supervisors, and displays an enthusiastic attitude. SLEO LaBarr is joined tonight by his parents and his brothers. I'd like to present the Special Law Enforcement Officer of the Year for the Gloucester Township Police Department, the Special Officer Aedan LaBarr. Congratulations.
Please welcome Mayor of Gloucester Township Police, Mayor David Mayer.
Thank you very much, and good evening. Thank you for joining us here this evening for our annual celebration of our awards night. Tonight you have heard many stories of heroism and bravery of the men and women of our Gloucester Township Police Department, our dispatchers, and our citizens. Before I continue, I want to pass along to all the men and women of our department grateful thanks on behalf of Mayor Paul Aedan from Deptford Township for all of the great work that our department did in assisting the Deptford Township Police Department yesterday during the funeral services for Officer Schisler and for all the support leading up to yesterday's event. I spoke to the mayor yesterday, and he truly was very grateful for all the efforts, and I want to thank Chief Harkins for his leadership and for being the ceremonial commander yesterday, and all of you for your efforts to support the Schisler family. You know, police work is an unwavering devotion to the protection of human life and the sanctity of lawful civil discourse. Protecting society from those that wish to do harm is not an easy task, but rather a task that takes great training, discipline, and commitment, but also one that involves compassion and strength. As we celebrate the 100th year of the Gloucester Township Police Department, we look back at the accomplishments that has set this department apart. As our town has grown over the years, so has the commitment of the Gloucester Township Police Department. Now, I can't speak for the first 87 years directly, but I can speak for the last 13 years since I've been mayor. I have seen the department excel year after year, improve with outstanding performance and professionalism year after year, and a department that has become part of the fabric of our community, which is so vitally important. And, as was mentioned, it's a department that made history this year. First department becoming state accredited for both our police operations and our dispatch. No small feat. You know, there's a reason why other agencies look to the Gloucester Township Police Department for support and advice. There's a reason why our juvenile recidivism rate is below 5%, and there's a reason why, year after year, our crime rate decreases. We have a safe community, and there's a reason why. And it's because of the men and women of our department, our dispatchers, and all of you who make up the Gloucester Township Police Department family. I want to extend my sincere congratulations to all of you who have received awards this evening. You are a shining example of what makes this department so great. And certainly your efforts do not go unnoticed, and we commend you for your work this evening. To, of course, our citizens as well that were acknowledged, thank you for stepping up because you care about our community. I also want to thank our police volunteers. They are there to support our officers, emergency and need, and I thank them for their volunteerism. Let me conclude by thanking Chief Harkins, his command staff, and all of the men and women who proudly wear the uniform of Gloucester Township police officers. You make me very proud to be the mayor of this outstanding community. I thank you all for being here today to celebrate the accomplishments of this department. Thank you. I would now like to bring forward Assemblyman Paul Moriarty for a few remarks.
Good evening, everyone, and congratulations to all of those that have been honored tonight. Truly great work in this great community. You know, Gloucester Township Police Department is one of the finest, most professional police departments in the entire state of New Jersey. No lie. People come to this department to look at some of the programs that they've developed here, and they want to bring them back to their police department. This is truly a great police department. You're doing fantastic work, and I think the reason for the success is that from police chief, both Chief Harkins and before him Chief Earl, the entire command staff and all of the rank and file, they get it. They get it that every day they must go out and earn the support and the respect of the community they serve. And they do that every day in ways big and small. They're all over town. Here's a small way. Tuesday, I went to an event called Pizza with a Cop over at the mall. There was about a dozen police officers there giving out free pizza and talking with shoppers and shopkeepers and the people that operate the mall. Building relationships, earning people's trust, earning the respect and the support of a community. It seems small, but it's big. It's big. They get it here. It makes the job easier when you have the respect and support of your community. Now, it doesn't make it easy to the point that it isn't difficult and very, very dangerous. And we had a remembrance of that yesterday. I know people have talked about that, but this department sent over 70 people. Well, they didn't send them, they wanted to go to that funeral in Gloucester yesterday to pay their respects to Officer Schisler. They joined over 1,000 other officers and law enforcement personnel. I know the chief was very much involved in helping to prepare that, along with other chiefs from around the region, from Washington Township and elsewhere, to put that together. And it was somber and sad and poignant and beautiful all at the same time. It really was. And I hope I never go to something like that again. And I hope everyone here stays safe, because it's a dangerous world out there. I hear in some political corners these days a phrase called defund the police. Really? We don't need less resources. Our law enforcement people need more resources, more personnel, more equipment, more training, and more support of their community. Because if people don't feel safe in their home, they don't feel safe to pursue their dreams, their goals, and their aspirations. You provide that safety. You provide that freedom. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes tonight's ceremony. On behalf of Chief David Harkins and all the officers of the Gloucester Township Police Department, we thank you for attending this year's award ceremony. Have a great night.